By a show of hands, how many of you own a pet or have ever owned a pet?
Does the fish
That's
count?
what I thought. Yeah, fish count. That's pretty much everybody. So according to PetPlace.com, Americans own approximately 73 million dogs, 90 million cats, 139 million freshwater fish, 9 million saltwater fish, 16 million birds, 18 million small animals, and 11 million reptiles. So why are there so many pets owned in this country? That is because pets truly improve our lives, and that's my claim. My supporting claims are that pets help with depression and pets help improve your health. So my first claim, pets help with depression. Taking care of something else like a pet can help you take your mind off of stressful areas of your life. In an article by Kathleen Doheny, she interviewed a psychiatrist named Ian Cook, who's the director of depression research and clinic program at UCLA, who said that pets offer an unconditional love that can be very helpful to people with depression. Also, according to an article on helpguide.org titled The Therapeutic Benefits of Pets, pet owners are less likely to suffer from depression than those without pets. There are 3 major ways that pets help with depression. One, they give us responsibility, they give us companionship, and they also give us more social contact with others. As far as responsibility, taking care of a pet can help you, give you a sense of your own value and importance, and Ian Cook also said that as well. It gives the owner a new responsibility that reminds the owner that we are capable of taking care of something else, like taking care of ourselves. Many depressed people feel like they can't take care of themselves. So usually getting a pet helps remind depressed people that they can actually have responsibility and take care of something else. As far as companionship, having a pet gives you someone to talk to, even though pets don't talk back. It gives you someone to cuddle with. I don't know about you guys, but my dogs are my best friends. They cuddle with me. Even my cat, like when I'm in the shower, she's sitting on the toilet. When I'm in the kitchen, she's like sitting on her feet. She follows me everywhere, and my dogs do too. And finally, for the depression claim for social contact, pets help with depression because it gives a person more social contact with others. It helps you meet people by going to parks, like dog parks, or being involved with online blogs, or simply talking to other visitors at the vet. When I used to take my dog to dog parks, I used to meet people there, and I even joined like their little dog park club, which is kind of like, whatever, geeky, but whatever, it was fun. According to an article in Huffington Post, nurturing something else and considering its needs will help to shift your focus away from your illness. Even stroking animals is therapeutic and can help with your depression. My second support claim is that pets help improve your health. All of the studies that I'm going to refer to in these next 4 topics in this health claim were provided by a slideshow by pets.webmd.com titled 27 Ways Pets Can Improve Your Health. It can improve your blood pressure, your cholesterol. Pets are also good for the heart and good for your physical fitness. For blood pressure, in one study of 240 married couples, pet owners had lower blood pressure and lower heart rates during rest than people who did not own a pet. That held true whether they were at rest or undergoing stress tests. Another study showed that children with hypertension lowered their blood pressure while petting their dog. And like I said, if I said this earlier, stroking an animal is therapeutic, I did say that, and it helps with depression. For lower cholesterol, researchers have noted lower levels of cholesterol and triglycerides in people who own pets compared to people who didn't. People who never owned a cat were 40% more likely to die of a heart attack than those who had. Another study showed that dog owners had a significantly better survival rate 1 year after a heart attack. Finally, it's good for your physical fitness because people who own pets are more physically fit than people who don't. The dog walks, the trips to the park, and they even have programs that have exercise classes like yoga, which is like doing yoga with your dog. And that can also benefit your physical fitness. Usually people that own dogs use their dogs as their workout partners. In conclusion, pets help enhance our lives in 2 ways. They help with depression, and they can also help improve your health.
All right, well, the claims stated pretty clearly and the secondary points are laid out adequately. I'm not sure how much controversy or dispute there is on some of these points. Since so many people seem to own animals, it's probably seems to them to be self-fulfilling that this is in fact something that's a benefit to them. So I didn't look up and see how many people had their hands in the air, but I assume it was next to everybody, if not everybody. And so in essence, it's sort of like you're preaching to the choir on this. And so I'm just not sure that there's a lot of controversy about the general concept. The idea about specific benefits, I think there's a little bit more controversy on. The issue of depression, for instance, was an interesting one. You actually have 3 subpoints on the first subpoint, and so it gets a little bit overdeveloped in terms of structure, but the claims are not, they're clearly stated for the most part, but sometimes they run together, and the proof on them definitely runs together because it sounds quite repetitive. I did think that you cited some authorities that were giving general impressions of what they thought pet ownership would do. I didn't hear any statistical information except the one reference to people who owned cats having 41% fewer heart attacks, I guess, or surviving a longer period of time afterwards. I think you needed some more data like that. And that's on the second point. That's not really on the first point. On the second point, you're, like you said, you're summarizing a whole bunch of data from a number of charts in this one particular article, and that mass citation of data, I think, is going to be very generic in nature. And so I think we're going to have to give leeway to the respondent in coming up with answers on those particular points. I thought you did a pretty nice job talking to the audience, although the hat and sunglasses combination is a little bit distracting. Probably ought to lose the hat while you're giving a speech. All right.